What's up? Saturday morning, I just woke up, obviously, and I thought it'd be cool to do what I ate in a day on a day where I'm doing a long run. So I got 3.5 hours to do today. It's looking like it's going to be a perfect day for it, and gonna show you everything that I ate. Just started watching Billy Yang's new film, The Wire. Should get me stoked. And that's breakfast. Coffee, banana, half a banana, peanut butter. I just spent way too long watching that video. It's pretty good. I need to get moving. So I got 500 ml of coconut water, 500 ml of water, and I got one of these paleo bars. This is a wild apricot flavored one. I might switch this to blueberry. I don't know about apricot. But these are pretty good. Just almonds, apricots, coconut oil, ginger. That's it. I might eat this, I might not, just see what happens. I've sort of figured out over time what works for me. So I don't practice like race nutrition on every long run. As I get close to a race, I'll have a few trial runs, but for the most part, I actually limit the amount of calories I take in on a long run. And I just find by doing this, when I do get to a race, I can get by on a lot less calories and still feel good and run well. So that just works out a lot better for me. I used to have to, be smashing the gels and everything just to avoid bonking, but taking in that much sugar would always lead me to feeling like crap at some point. So this just works out a lot better. And I never have gels or anything like that on long runs. I always avoid those hard sugar hits, and I find my energy just stays way more stable that way. So ate the bar. I got a bit hungry at about 2.5 hours. So I ate that, had all my coconut water, all my water. I've actually been out of water for the last half an hour. Bang on 30 Ks, super hungry, super thirsty. So for breakfast, thinking pancakes, and my go-to pancake recipe, avant-garde vegan banana pancakes, but this just came in the mail yesterday, which is his new cookbook, Vegan 100. I'm stoked for this. I pre-ordered it back in, I don't know, months ago now, so looking forward to making a bunch of stuff out of this. But there's a recipe in there for maple pumpkin pie pancakes, and I love pumpkin pie, so I roasted some butternut squash last night, ready to go, and I'm going to give them a crack. They're good. 9 out of 10. They are bomber. On top there, I just got some Koyo coconut yogurt, some coconut flakes, some mixed berries, and some hemp seeds. But I'm going to finish these off while they're still hot and go have a shower. On my run this morning, I forgot about this. So I listened to this podcast. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately because I've said before, I've got a small stretch of trail to train on, so sometimes it just doesn't bother me, and then sometimes it gets a bit boring, so the podcasts help pass the time. But I've been addicted to the How I Built This podcast. If you haven't heard of it, check it out. It's really good. He basically interviews people who have started different businesses, like big businesses. There's one for Starbucks, there's a Cliff Bar one that was good, Patagonia, Whole Foods, heaps of good ones. But this morning I listened to the one with the guy who started Power Rangers, and it was just so interesting and kind of nostalgic because Power Rangers was in its prime when I was about 5, and I just remember being obsessed with it, and he was super funny. It's a long black for me. Doggy. Quick coffee and did some reading on my Kindle. It's an exciting life I live, I know. But I love doing a long run and then just chilling. To me, that's a perfect Saturday. But it's nearly 2 o'clock. I'm not even hungry at all. Those pancakes were super filling. It was 11 o'clock when I ate them, but not quite hungry yet, so I'm just going to hold off for a bit before I eat anything else. But with that coffee, that's 2 coffees. That's always my limit. Never have more than 2. And since the run this morning, I've had about 1 litre of water, so just keep drinking water throughout the day. And something I learned on that podcast that I didn't know is that they made a full-blown Power Rangers movie just recently. So I'm going to go and see if I can watch that online somewhere. This is going to be lunch. I grabbed this at Ecology while I was getting a coffee earlier. It's a falafel bowl. It's got all sorts of good gear in there. There's black beans, peas, quinoa, carrots, sweet potatoes, greens, falafels, some mustard dressing, garlic dressing. I was going to make another recipe out of Gaz's book, but the day's got away from me a bit. It's nearly 3 o'clock. So ordinarily I just have leftovers, but to keep it a bit more interesting, grab this. Looks pretty damn good. Gonna eat it. I'm gonna make Thai green curry for tea. I've made this one once before, and it's a peaceful cuisine recipe. It's super good, and it's real easy to make too. So I'm gonna chuck a podcast on and enjoy prepping this big pile of chilies. Pretty much done. Just got to let it simmer until the veggies are cooked. And I've got eggplant, I've got mushrooms, zucchini and tofu in there. It's tasting on point. I've made a few different Thai green curries and most of them have just been crap. They haven't had enough flavour and they're not spicy enough. I like it fairly spicy. This is just bang on. So if you haven't heard of Peaceful Cuisine, he's got like 1 million subscribers now, something crazy on YouTube, but he makes cinematic style cooking videos. He's from Japan, and it's my favorite thing on YouTube easily. I don't know what it is about them, they're just really therapeutic to watch. I could just watch it all day, it's relaxing. And my cooking videos are definitely inspired by the way he makes his. Mine are nowhere near as good, but I'm going to enjoy all the recipes that I've made of his have been real good too. So I'm going to enjoy my curry and watch the rest of the Why.
Stay present, feel good for as long as I can, and then really push through when things get tough. So, yeah.
I'm pretty much too full to even eat this, but I have this every night after tea. Blueberries, Koyo coconut yogurt, cinnamon. Cup of green tea to finish, and I'm done. I'm so full. That curry though, I know I'm harping on about it, but it's seriously good. It's the best thing I've made for a while. In terms of calories, today I've got no idea. I've never counted calories, so it just means nothing to me. I just kind of gauge everything by weighing myself, and I've just always been in the habit of doing that, mainly because I've got Crohn's. So if I was to lose weight rapidly, or I just can't maintain steady weight, that's always a big red flag. So I've just always been in the habit of it. I probably just weigh myself like a few times a week these days. Just make sure I do it at the same time of the day to get the most accurate reading, because obviously your weight fluctuates a lot throughout the day. But yeah, as long as everything's staying stable and I feel good, that's what I'm looking for. For example, this morning I was 61.5. After my run I was 59.8. Right now I'm about 61.8. So by morning I'll probably be back right around where I started, 61.5. Other than that, I just eat when I'm hungry, stop when I'm full, and that's about it. The only other thing I do sort of in the way I think about what I'm eating is just balance my carbohydrate source with a healthy fat source. Perfect example of that is banana and peanut butter. So my main fat sources are like avocado, coconut, and nuts basically. And that's just, if I don't do that, because I follow a vegan diet, it's naturally really high in carbohydrates. So if I don't do it, I feel like I'm just constantly hungry all the time, and I just have to keep eating, and it just gets annoying after a while. So adding some fat in just helps keep me satiated. And that's about it. Thanks for watching me eat food all day, if you're still here, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.